Hello, this is Fox. Welcome to the my video demo of my game Exponential Odyssey. So first we have here just a simple title screen and got our three options and our game title, and I can press play and I can get into my game. So I will get back to the UI elements later. Got some interesting tidbits about that. So we see here a slime spawn area, and over here is a shop. So let's go over to spawn area and talk about a couple things. So killing slimes allows me to get more Oilers, which you can see in the top right. But actually, let's go to the shop first and then talk about this. So here I can see a couple upgrades. So this allows me to get Oilers faster. So normally I'm getting about 1 Oiler per slime, but this allows me to get an additional Oiler per slime. This upgrade, and you see the UI here, I have a little, you hover, it darkens a little bit, probably not enough, but I have 4 upgrades here, but let's just go with that one. So now I should get 2 Oilers per slime kill. And you'll see why I've done that for a reason. So normally this game starts off pretty slow. You start with 0, but for this demo, I've started myself with 99. And the reason for that is because we will see something special happen once I get to 100. But yeah, let me talk about the slime AI now. So right now the slime is running from me, so I've implemented AI to have them run from me. Since they don't attack me, I want to make it difficult for the player to kill these slimes, so I have them run away. And they are kind of stuck in this little fenced area. I'm using the nav mesh, and so the nav mesh doesn't extend past this fenced area, and that's how I kind of keep them inside but let the player go in. And when they're not running from me, they will either be idle or they will patrol. So that one's idle, but then it starts patrolling to the next waypoint. So I have 8 different waypoints set up. I don't have kind of the gizmo to show them right now, but you can see them here. If I go over here and kind of display it, see my character is a cylinder. You never look at the character, so it's kind of not important in my opinion. But you can see here is waypoints that they'll travel between. See, this guy's at this waypoint. This guy is probably at this waypoint, and yeah, these guys are probably traveling between these two. From what I can see, yeah. Seem to have put more waypoints over here, so they kind of bunch up over here, but that is the general idea for the slime AI when I am not present. But yeah, let's get back to the game and see what happens when I get to 100 Oilers. So I will talk about that and the upgrade system further once I get there. Alright, let's kill one more. I want to note over here, you see nothing right now. But let's kill this and see what happens. Oh, we seem to have another shop open up. And we can go over there and see what this does too. So the shop UI system is generalized. So here we have some different things I can buy, and I have a bush, and that's going to produce Oilers per second. So right now it's only 0.1. This is where to balance kind of the game, but you can see it just updated there. I can get another. It seems to be a bit of floating point error. I should have. There we go. Now that I have enough, I can buy that. But yeah, so now every like 5 seconds, I should get an Euler. And so that is neat. And let's talk a little about the UI. Sorry. So the UI, it's simple. I made it all myself, kind of using some basic Unity elements, and I used Unity's anchors in the kind of 2D canvas space. I use anchors for everything in order to have everything adjust with different screen sizes. As you can see, it clearly adjusts when I adjust my screen, and nothing changes. And I think that kind of helps the game stay consistent for different screen sizes. And I do want to talk more about the shop. So behind the shop, here's my kind of procedural generation that I've added. You can see 2 bushes, because when I bought that, the bush, I spawned a bush. And that's kind of to just represent the stuff you bought. I want to show more of that, so I'm going to go to my manager and give myself 10,000 of these. So this is kind of following the idle game genre, and the goal is to get just as many Oilers as you can. And yeah, see how high you can get that number. It's a satisfying process to do so, and now we'll just wait for this game to load. Here we go. Got more. I'll talk more about the upgrades in depth. I also just want to point out really quick the animations for the different states. See, I've downloaded an asset called Kawaii Slimes from the asset store. It comes with a lot like these animations. I did not make them myself, but I've implemented the AI and used these certain animations depending on which state the AI is in. So let's attack one. You can see the damage there too. I do really like that animation. Kind of takes a little knockback too. But alright, let's talk more about these upgrades too. I do want to show some of the producers here. Let's buy some flowers and some bushes. So yeah, with this idle game genre, we see that when I buy something, the cost seems to increase. I have the number I bought here, and buy it. And that's because otherwise you'd end up progressing too fast. It's supposed to be kind of a slow exponential increase to how much you can do, but there's more here that you can see. So this mushroom will increase the amount each bush generates, and a tree will double the total amount I'm generating. So we can see it listed here. The flower produces 0.5, the bush produces 0.1 plus 3 times 0.02 for each bush. And I think that kind of adds an interesting element. So you can make it a goal to get enough mushrooms so that the bush, although it's cheaper, is actually more valuable than the flower. And it's kind of that kind of thought process that makes the game interesting. Here I've totally just doubled the amount I'm gaining per second, and I'd like to show how I've generated a flower for each of the times I've bought one, a bush, these mushrooms, and this one tree here. And I find that all pretty neat. And let's go to the shop and talk about the upgrades here and how they are kind of interesting. So I showed earlier the UI for my crosshair and the attack speed, but it feels kind of slow at the beginning, and that's because you want to make some things kind of uncomfortable for the user. so the upgrades feel more satisfying later. So here I've doubled my attack speed twice. So originally it was 2 seconds, but now it's half a second. And now I can kind of stun these guys, makes it a lot easier to get rid of them. And that is really cool. Let's go back over to the shop to see what else I have. So I can increase the amount of oilers I get per slime. Or there's an even better upgrade here that doubles the amount I get per slime. But it also comes with like a downside to kind of increase the difficulty. It doubles the slime HP. So they started at 100 and now they're at 200. But I will get more. And to keep up with that doubling slime speed or HP, I'll have to get more attack. This gives me plus 5 attack damage. I've also increased the speed I can attack, so that's going to make it pretty efficient. We can go check on how many I'll get per slime kill now. Oh, I can kill them instantly. You see, I've been like 60 per slime kill, and it's pretty great. And so the goal is just kind of to get this number as high as you can. And yeah, see how much you can progress. It's kind of idle too. Kind of sit here and let your number go up, or you can increase the speed by killing these slimes. Yeah, so let's think about, let me check my time real quick and see what else I want to talk about. Nope, that seems like about it. So, yep, thank you.